What's up? Remember that shit back in the day, the Budweiser? Budweiser. It's already starting. It's already starting. Yeah, I'm doing my morning thing usually. Anyway, happy Friday. Can't say TGIF because I work Friday, Saturday. Thankfully, I don't work Sunday. Your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-con here with the common sense and random shit. So, because you already know, it is what it is. It's a morning thing. As usual, gotta make sure that I am live here on my little tablet. All right. Work, damn it, work. There it is. Okay. I got a notification. The conservative ex-con is live. I gotta move that out the way. Since it's live, obviously there's gonna be faux pas. And there's gonna be rattling and shaking because it's on my phone and blah blah blah. I'll show you that in a minute. Anyway, as I was saying, good morning. Breaking news. This is not the place. At all. Not one bit, unless you haven't seen something. Now, I gotta say, scouring the internet, YouTube, finding videos, sharing links to videos that I share, giving you commentary on the funny shit that's out there. Because making fun of these guys, the left. Is that your left? If you're watching, I think. Yeah. It's funny. It's hilarious. So I gotta talk about it. One thing I never noticed as I'm watching myself, my nose has been broken 4 or 5 times when I used to fight, and one of them was actually in a fight. The other 4 was in training. And every time I wear glasses, you can actually see right there where it's a little crooked. But it's whatever. You would never notice it unless you're like, holy shit, you're right. Oh, how could that shit? It's crooked as hell. But anyway, as I was saying, got a bunch of videos. And you know what tomorrow is? It's movie trailer day. Talk about movies. Tomorrow I might do all aliens. Aliens. Not illegal aliens, even though they're kind of illegal if they come here without permission. But anyway, enough of that. But before I get into it, as I've told you, this is one of my jobs. This is Pomodoro Grill in Vero Beach, Florida. It's a kind of an upscale type Italian restaurant, Napolitano family. The owners are my best friends, especially one of them, Amadeo, who allows me to use it. And I highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I've been working for them almost 8 years. And I'm only there twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday nights. We're going to do dinner, obviously. But I want to give you a quick tour and give you an idea of what we look like. We're a small restaurant, family owned. And as I said, these guys are family to me. And as I said, highly appreciated that they're allowing me to use. So I hope you don't get dizzy, but here we go. Take a little tour. Yeah, I'm using my hands. Hope you don't get dizzy. That right there is my little studio. Check it out. Taking a walk in Pomodoro Grill, Vero Beach, Florida. That look familiar? Wait, where is it? That wall over there? Yeah, I've sat there and done the show. Hope you don't get dizzy. A lot of artwork on the walls. Front door. The big table. And where the pizza magic happens. Right there. Where is it? Right there. Right there. Pizza magic, brick oven pizza. And I'll be honest, I'm very picky. My family's very picky with pizza. And we, not to brag, the best pizza in town. Just saying. Yeah, baby, that's where it's at. Pomodoro. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Pomodoro Grill. We don't have a bar because it's more of an upscale. We don't rather not deal with the bar. It's just beer and wine. The magic, baby, where I'm at twice a week. Working my chef magic. Hope I didn't get you dizzy. I want to give you a quick tour. This is where I'm at twice a week. I used to be here 6 days a week. I kind of screwed that up because when I opened up a karate school, I cut my hours. They hired somebody else to run the restaurant, and whatever. What am I gonna do? Get rid of them? Come back? No, whatever. Anyway, the school wasn't successful. Let me put this down. Hopefully, you don't get dizzy and pass out on me. Here we go. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I want to give you a quick tour. This is where I've been working for almost 8 years. When I first started working, it was Joseph Papa Pepe, the father who owned the restaurant, and the two sons are mostly Amadeo who I work with. And then Joseph decided to retiring. His sons took over, and this is, like I said, these guys are family to me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I've said before, chef, it's a stressful job, but it's not season now. It's slower, a little more. Because during season, that little kitchen you saw, balls to wall. Just saying, a little hectic, and there's only two of us doing it. I'll do 150, 160 almost every day, just two of us. But we do it. And the food, you know, as Amadeo says, he was like, man, you could be pissed off. The shit's still good. I'm bragging, yes. Anyway, let's get back to the show. I want to give you a quick tour. As I said, give you an idea where I'm at. This is just one of my 3 jobs. I don't show you the other ones because when I'm there, there's too many people. Here, I'm by myself because I have my own key. So, do what I got to do. Anyway, yes, I'm still on my phone. We'll see. Things may change soon, so got to deal with the big head for now. But anyway, first video. Let's get to it and talk shit, because it's what we do.
Here's the basics of the
Another
bill.
stupid wink.
It says that there's going to be a cut to health care for about 14 million people. And that's mostly going to be little babies who need their health care. It's going to be brand new mamas. It's going to be people who've lost their jobs and need health care. It's going to be some seniors and people living in nursing homes. Cut health care for 14 million people in this country. And why? In order to produce tax giveaways for a handful of billionaires. You get the idea, so that Jeff Bezos can buy a third yacht, or Mark Zuckerberg can do another party where he dresses up and dances around to entertain people. Ugh. But that's the bottom line here. What the Republicans are trying to do is take away from those who need it to give it to their besties, and that is a handful of billionaires.
This is to all my trans women out there that you know that we deserve love, that we deserve such a pure love, because we love so hard. And if you feel in your soul that man is not working, listen to it. Listen to it. Protect yourself. These men aren't. They're not. I am so sick and tired of nurturing these broken men who literally have nothing to offer but stress and heartache. I am done. We may not be able to give you a biological baby, but no matter what, the love that we give to certain people in our lives will fulfill that more than f***ing blood. Because you know why? Our community has proven that time and time again. I don't need a man who is basing love off science. And for that, I am done. I am done giving my love to these men.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
She's, why say she? That is one thing I will never do. A dick with a chick. Oh wait, chicks don't have dicks. If you have a dick, you ain't no chick. We have a penis. You ain't from Venus. Pocahontas, liar. These people are bold-faced liars. You know, the funny shit about it is, who doesn't see it? Why do they still, don't they feel any shame? Don't they feel any at all embarrassment? Aren't they embarrassed that we know they're lying? Pocahontas, and then this man crying. It's not like when it says, can we deport people in cars doing videos by themselves? And it's funny because before I started doing my videos here live on all three, Rumble, YouTube, and TikTok. Believe it or not, yeah, I started doing, I think, TikTok last week. Let's see what happens. So far, it's been working. So far. Why? You know, oh, yeah, like I was saying. When I was in my car, you know, I did what I had to do, you know what I'm saying? Because as you saw, my studio, you know, it's not much because it's my phone. I had my phone on me so you couldn't tell. My little tablet so I can witness what I'm doing, acting the fool. But, you know, for months, I was like, you know, and Amadeo said, dude, you got a key. Use the restaurant. And I was like, I don't know, because I was, you know, because there's cameras. And I was like, hey, maybe they're watching me. Maybe I'm being watched as I'm doing live. Then I was like, you know, it took me like a week before I finally got comfortable enough to just be me. And that's what I am. Me. You know, me, a man. Two genders. Just saying. Anyway, yeah. I want to talk about something. It's a picture. I'm figuring this out since I'm still on my phone. So till I get a computer, there's much more I want to do and I could do that I can't do on here. We're getting there. Anyway, I saw this picture. New York Post. You know, the ones that broke the laptop, Biden laptop story, you know. Laptop from hell. That was a lie. Everybody was saying, and everybody knows it was true. Then all of a sudden, years later, it's true. But I saw this picture. New York Post. I want you to look at it real quick. And you tell me, why is no one talking about this? Why is no one, where is it? Sorry. Ah! My God. That never works. Image. Okay. Photo library. Let me find out if I can find it. Here we go. Add that. Add that. Why is it not showing? There it is. Yes. Can you read that? New York Post. Why, you know, I'm looking at my video. Why am I disappearing? There it is. Hoopa! Live. 3 city-killing asteroids could strike Earth within weeks. I have to get close because I'm blind, even with my glasses. Generating 1,000,000 times more energy than Hiroshima atomic bomb. How is it no one talking about this? You know, I saw this yesterday. I'm going to put the link in the description to the whole story. I tried to read the story, but it was a bunch of ads and videos. So I kind of, wow, I'm looking at, I got half a face on. I really am blind. I can't wait to get a computer. I'm telling you, I won't be doing this shit. What a jerk. Anyway, why is no one talking about this? I just talked about this movie last week, Greenland, and I said that's scary as shit. And here we go. Why? Whoa, somebody look into it. Is this fake? Is New York Post posting fake shit? You know, I watched news last night. You know, most of the conservative media looked around. Nobody else was talking about it. Hello? Is it because they're trying to avoid a panic? I don't know. Look into that. I said, and after the video, I will put links in the description. But yeah, some scary shit. Anyway, one more picture I want to share because I want you to see something and makes you go, where is it? Here it is. Let me make sure this works. All right, give up. I give up. That's it. Next video. It's whatever. For some reason, my screen keeps going black. Sorry about that. Ugh. Yeah. Here we go. Let's check it out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would too. Just saying, if you're that much of a dirtbag piece of shit to be involved with that individual who committed suicide, which we know didn't murder. Anyway, let me take my earpiece out because, as I said, co-witnessing with my tablet. Yeah. You know what sucks? Being that, as I said, I'm on my phone and it's tiny as hell, I'm trying to react live to the shit that I can't read because even with my glasses, I can't see it. I'm like, what? Okay. And then by the time it's on there, it's a little like 2 videos or 2 section past it. So if I laugh, I'm laughing at nothing. So it is what it is. Too much energy. I forgot the order I put these on, so I'll let it roll. Let's see. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Who is it? Who is it? Ridiculousity!
Next up, Yamiche Alcindor from NBC News.
The president showed a video that he said showed more than 1,000 burial sites of white South Africans that he said were murdered. We know that that was not true and that the video wasn't true, and so I wonder, why did the president choose to show that? What's not true, Yamiche? It's not true. The video was showing a burial site. It is unsubstantiated that that's the case.
Well, first of all, Yamiche, you're right. That was not true. I mean, according to local news reports, the video was a compilation of protests against the violence that all farmers face, regardless of skin color. But Trump became, we think, obsessed with this false narrative of white genocide after seeing a Fox News segment on it back in 2018. And then that obsession only grew once his best buddy and huge donor, Elon Musk, basically moved into the White House. Musk is also obsessed with this completely disproven and totally offensive claim. So to go back to your question, I guess, why did Trump show it? Because it's a white supremacist dog whistle. And because his friend Elon Musk probably asked him to.
Are you not, in fact, a chronic and habitual liar?
You look at MSDNC, which is, I think, the worst of all. I think they're horrible. They're evil. It's so bad. You don't want your family to watch it. And they're really a wing of the Democrat Party.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who do you choose to believe here? Caroline Levitt, who doesn't look down at her notes like Binder, who doesn't say, I'll circle back to you later because I don't know shit right now. Let's be real. And, I'm going to say this. Psaki looks like a man. Sorry. There's just something about her liberalness. Just, you know, and I gotta admit, redheads, you know, but Saki? I'd have to be drinking a lot of sake to even consider. Just saying. Damn. Liars. And we all see it. Because it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway. Let's find the next video. Which is it? Oh, we will see. Yeah, we will. Who is it? Somebody!
Yesterday.
So there's going to be a continued concerted effort on my part to ensure that the key investments that we are making continue to push forth our effort to build the safest, most affordable big city in America. Our investments are clearly having some strong returns as violence continues to go down in the city of Chicago.
That's not entirely accurate.
What? Which part?
Our investments are clearly having some strong returns as violence continues to go down in the city of Chicago.
Well, Chicago is named America's murder capital for the 13th consecutive year.
Key investments that we are making continue to push forth our effort to build the safest, most affordable big city in America.
That's not enough.
It is time for Chicago to come alive. Come alive, Chicago.
Was that Commando? Why? Answer me that question. Why do Democrats, why do liberals lie? It's like totally opposite of statistics, of reality. And you can argue with anyone. It's statistically, the most violent cities in America are run by, let's guess. Raise your hand. Yeah, you, right there in the corner. Yeah, one with the broken nose. I don't even have to say. Listen, politicians lie. All of them. No one's perfect. They're not perfect. But at least we know where conservatives stand. Most Republicans. Because we have rhinos. Rhino, Republican name only. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. And not all of them line their pockets. Most of them. But Democrats lie, cheat, steal, pick the wrong side of every argument without facts. Genius. No. At all. But common sense. Common sense has got me through life. I'm still alive. I'm healthy. Thank goodness. I don't have any diseases. I've never been a drug addict. I've never been an alcoholic. Even with the shit I've been through, common sense made me make right decisions so I don't get into that experience. And I'm just glad I never tempted. I attempted that kind of lifestyle because I've seen other people. I've seen the damage. And even though I've made mistakes in my life that put my ass in prison for a while, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, as I said, I'm blessed to be out here with you because I love doing this shit. The other day I said, I'm going to take a couple of days off because this shit's driving me nuts. But I figured out a way for me to be able to deal with it and not lose my shit. Because it is what it is. You already know. Who's next? We'll see. Yeah. Come on. Who is it?
God, Jiggy, what is happening?
Greetings, I am Histrelin, leader of the non-binaries from the planet Endopharma. My pronouns are she, schlorp, and I fart out of my nipples. I'm Donald Trump, President of the United States from the planet Earth. I fart out of my butt. Thank you for identifying how you fart. It's customary in my species to provide TMI as a sign of trust. Histrelin, why did you bring us here? Because we received word you're canceling Medicaid for illegal aliens like myself. You see, if a non-binary hits puberty, they die, so we depend on your planet's puberty blockers. Let me get this straight. You've been receiving free medication from us for years and never said a single thank you? Greetings, I am Superlin. My pronouns are Gorp Grop and I pee out of my big blue jugs. I demand you introduce yourself and announce your TMI when speaking to Histrelin. My apologies. I am JT Vance. I pee sitting down. Thank you. Why can't you make your own puberty blockers? Because long ago my species evolved past capitalism. We realized it's more efficient to just rely on disability checks and welfare benefits. Hang on, you're telling me all of you are disabled? I find that hard to believe. Then come with me. Greetings, I'm Fensalvi. My pronouns are Uranus, my anus, and diarrhea comes out of my knees when I'm scared. I need you to pull up our disability statistics. Sorry, Histrelin, I can't. My chronic fatigue syndrome is flaring up and I'm taking a mental health day. You see, low motivation is a very common disability in this quadrant. How can you pay for all of this space travel if no one is working? Because our mission is beyond working jobs. Our mission is to search for poorly managed government benefits programs, apply online, and receive trillions of dollars.
As I said, every single video, especially today, I didn't watch, but I trust their content. I share their links and I share their videos. So in case you haven't seen them and you're not looking for shit to laugh at, you are welcome. Because it is what it is. The ridiculousness of all this, is I have family members that have TDS. As I've said, I had TDS not because I was a liberal, not because I was a Democrat. As I said, I grew up comfortable, never cared about politics because it didn't affect me until COVID, when I was like, holy shit. I used to watch CNN, NBC, and like, it's going to be an apocalypse. It's going to be an apocalypse. We got to prepare. Who cares about Second Amendment rights, all that shit? Let's just prepare. That's pretty much where I was. My sister and I, watching the news, bottom scrolling and all that. Hold on 1 second. How do you do this? Let me put that on for now. Yes! As I said, being that I'm my phone, it's whatever. After COVID, my job, Amadeo, this job right here, Pomodoro Grill, Florida stayed open. Was essential workers. So while most of the states were on lockdown, we were open still, and we did deliveries. I used to cook, deliver the stuff I used to cook, come back, wash the pots and pans. It was just me, Amadeo, one other person, pretty much running a restaurant for however long the lockdown was. He just wanted to make sure we still got an income. That's as I said, it's one of the reasons I'm loyal. I wish I hadn't did what I did when I went to karate school, because financially, 3 jobs, still kind of, whatever. But it's whatever. Life's a, experience. But TikTok, Conservative ex-con, the Conservative ex-con, follow me on there. Rumble, the Conservative ex-con. If you haven't followed me, if you don't have the app or are on there, Rumble, owned and run by conservatives, no censorship. And on YouTube, ScrewTube, the Conservative ex-con, or the Common Sense and Random Poop Show. I put poop because I could put shit. Every time I try to put a word that sounded like shit, YouTube was like, no! So I put poop. This isn't kid-friendly because I do swear here and there, especially when I'm pissed. But I try not to because it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, to continue the show, tomorrow, as I said, aliens, Babylon B, Kyle Mann, what is it, the chief editor, I believe. These guys are pretty good. They're really, really, really good. I would love to do something in the future once my channel grows, because yes, I know I'm not viral. I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of subscribers for whatever reason it may be. I've seen worse shows that got millions of views or whatever, but it's whatever. More power to them. You know? It is what it is. But these guys are the shit. I'm just saying. Is that it for that? Let me see something. I think that's all for that video. I believe so. Yeah. Anyway, just want to make sure because I literally, no lie, yesterday, being that it was a little slower since season's ending, while I was at work cooking, I would get back on my phone and look up stuff to talk about today, write stuff, change stuff, edit stuff, do what I gotta do. You know, it takes a little time, you know, and I don't get paid for this shit. I don't care. I don't care. That's why when I said I was gonna take a couple days off, after I got off and I watched the video after to see if there's any food pause, which there were, I was like, figure it out. Do something, at least till you get a computer and make it work, because I would just, my whole day would be screwed up if I knew I didn't do this. Ain't that crazy? This is my drug. I'm addicted to you. Not that I can see you, but, you know, just saying. Anyway, so let me find out what's next. Oh, yes, Babylon B. Lost my train of thought there. Babylon B. Liberals are everywhere. They're crazy. And, you know, in England, guns, they're more have a knife problem. You know, they're trying to ban knives because, believe it or not, if someone has intent to hurt someone, we've seen with cars, machetes, knives, whatever it may be, if an evil person, man or woman, two genders, has intent on going out and hurting, killing, whatever it may be, they're going to do it. They're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. Let's be real. No matter what you try to block and take away from the actual people who actually follow the law, it's going to happen. So, let's get into the next video. Let me find it. Live, solo, dolo. Oh my God, what am I doing here? Video. Yes. The next one, Babylon B. Yeah, check them out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We've called this press briefing to draw attention to the commendable work being carried out by our local bobbies.
That means police officers in England.
As you may be aware, we've undertaken sustained efforts to reduce violence and violence-adjacent behaviour in order to restore a sense of safety to our streets. Thus, without further ado, here are the dastardly weapons of destruction we have confiscated this week. This stabbing implement was found on a suspect in the tube. Luckily, we managed to confiscate it before the suspect managed to do any harm or got to primary school. This terrifying implement was discovered on a 5-year-old walking down Northampton-Shirvingshire Boulevard last week. He was apprehended and sent to time out. We found these dangerous sets of stabbing prongs from a gentleman of Asian descent. We believe he may have been planning a mass eye poking with these deadly weapons. Several of our bobbies recently noticed a group of eco-terrorists wielding these dangerous turtle asphyxiators. Horrifying. You'll be most assured to know that these despicable deadly beverage enthusiasts have been apprehended and are presently facing justice in the court of law. A would-be terrorist was wearing these in broad daylight over the weekend. Think of the persons that might have been slapped. Bob, please demonstrate. This is a spoon. Constable Bob, how'd that get in there? This is not a terrorist weapon. This has a rich cultural significance and brilliant craftsmanship. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar!
A tiny sword. A tiny spear. A tiny book of bigotry. A fully semi-automatic aquatic assault rifle. And finally, the scariest weapon of all. We've confiscated these from a man who looked like he might use them to hurt someone.
He's been disarmed.
Well, there you have it. Thousands of British citizens are safer because of our important work. And remember, if you see something, say something. Unless they're Muslim.
Allahu Akbar!
When there are constabulary duties to be done, one can certainly appreciate that a policeman's lot is not a happy one. Just a spoonful of Islam helps the tyranny go down, the tyranny go down, tyranny go down. Just a spoonful of Islam helps the tyranny go down in the most delightful way.
Oh, hey friends. You might be wondering how I got here. Well, I tried using an instrument in the Church of Christ. So now I have to use this harmonica as a pitch pipe in prison. It's whole terrible contraband. Anyway, try liking and subscribing to Babylon Bee, and then maybe I'll buy my way out of here, like I'll buy my way into heaven.
Ah! I didn't mean to do that because I got my phone this way and I don't like doing it like this. Anyway, let me start getting the outro ready because it's that time where it's the end of the show. Pause. Stop it. Ah! Losing my shit. QTDS. Yes, it is what it is. As I said, thank you for watching. I didn't say that yet. I'm saying it now, just in case. Love you guys. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. Please subscribe. Please share. Please like. Please send me a note. Tomorrow, alien movies. I got 2 so far with the same title. One's a series. One's a movie. We'll make sense of that tomorrow. Plus a couple of other movies I talked about maybe before, but tomorrow strictly alien movies. So from here tomorrow, if you have your favorite movie you want me to talk about that I may have watched because I'm a movie guy, let me know. Write me from here tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk about it, post it, give you my opinion, and give me yours. Let me know. Let's be real here. Contribute. Blah. Couldn't think of the word. Let me know what's up. Mañana, guys. Hasta la vista. Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, TGIF for those of you who don't work tomorrow. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Movie for Sundays. You already know. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm literally running out of here after I put the description and links and blah, 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 blah. Because it is what it is. Peace out, everyone. Take care.